Hi everybody, welcome back. My name is Lynn and I'm Pretty Papercrafts 67. And today we're just going to do some creating, making some journal cards. These are elements from the March mystery box from Paper Inspirations. We've got these beautiful background pages, very vintage, very antique looking. And so I've taken those, I've just done some hand stamping and just added bits and pieces to it. And yeah, turned it into journal cards. So I want a few more, and we'll get in and make, we'll see if we can do 3 today. So I've just got some corrugated cardboard, and it's quite thin, so it will work great for a journal card. So I've got 3 pieces there, and then I just want to choose 3 background pages from the collection that we received in the mystery box. So I'm just looking at these. And how is everyone today? I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. I think it's Wednesday. Geez, I can't keep track of the days. All right, so I sort of like those 3. I like them all. I love the hearts too. Quite pretty, but I want to do a bit of hand stamping, so if I use something like that I'll probably take away a lot of the detail. That's nice. Decisions, you know I'm not great with making them. Anyway, I'll put those away. So out of these 2 I might go with my originals, so that might be the 3 that we're going to work with today. So first of all, I just want to do a bit of hand stamping just to give them a bit of a background. I've got this beautiful big Stampin' Up. I've had it for years now. So it's just a big script stamp. It's very heavy. It's a wood mount. And I never know which is the right way around. That I think is. So I'm going to bring my paper to the stamp because it's a really heavy stamp. So I'm just going to use some ink and give it a bit of an ink up. And if it's a little bit hit and miss, I don't even mind about that, because it'll just add to the oldness of the papers. And I'm just going to lay that down and get a sort of an impression from the stamp onto that, see what we come up with. It's always a bit of a mystery surprise. It's very, very faint. Yeah, I think that stamp pad's not the best. But anyway, it's on there, so I might put that one away because that's not working. And I'll bring out this one and we'll try again. Oops. See if we can get a better impression this time. We'll use this one. Don't really have a top or a bottom. I might... Hopefully this will work a little better. Oh yeah, that's much better. So, but I don't want to do that one again because then I'll double the image, and that will look not very good. So what else have we got? Oh, I love these numbers. So we might do numbers on this one. That's always a nice one. I'm sorry if my table squeaks, it so needs some WD-40. I'm just going to lay that down like that. That's again faint, but it's there. Now on this one, I wouldn't mind just, I don't know, we'll just see what we come up with. Put a bit more numbers, and I'm thinking I might go for black with some of these other ones. So there's my black. And I never know which is up and which is down with this. I think that's, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to sort of go on the side anyway. So something like that. And does anyone else procrastinate like crazy when they're trying to do some stamping? I've also got this one here, which is a sample That could be quite pretty, something on there maybe. We'll bring this one out and we might go, I don't speak French, so I'm really not sure what they all mean. But anyway, I want that one there, but I can't find it. Where is it? There it is. So we might take this one. And again, I'm going to use the black. And I'm just going to go just about there. Like that one. Oh, that's pretty. And I might even use this date here. Use this, which is upside down that way, yeah. And I'm going to just pop that down along the side, I think. Like that. And I didn't grab it out. I had a big sunflower stamp I wanted to put on that one. Well, I can't go digging for it now, I don't think, because it's way, way over there. But that's okay. All right, so what do we got? 1, 2, 3. And then, oh, sorry, because I got such a small area to work with. And I'm spreading out a bit too far. All right, so what we might do is we will go to the faithful favourites, the Tim Holtz Field Notes. And I'm going to grab some red because I love a bit of red. And I'm just going to stamp over the top of the date like that. I will be covering up a lot of these backgrounds, so yeah, it's not, this is just to sort of give it something on the back. So don't be too, if you're doing this yourself, don't be too pedantic because you'll cover some of it up anyway. So I'm just going to use a number and I'm going to pop that down about there. So I like that one. That one I like, but I think it needs something else. So I'm thinking we might use this great big round stamp. And we'll just pop that right there like that. And this one, I'm quite happy. I just wish I had that stamp. Never mind. Okay, so we might just leave that for now and we'll get onto some decorating. So I'm going to be using some items from the mystery boxes from Sue at Paper Inspiration. I've also die cut and watercolored some Tim Holtz stems that we might use. I've got some Tim Holtz paper dolls. I've got some sentiments. I've got numbers. I've just got a few bits and pieces. So before I do any decorating, I think I am going to pop these down onto their bases. Now the corrugated cardboard is just a little bit bigger in places to the background page, but I like that. I like that look because you can rough it up and make it look quite old. All right, so we'll grab our glue and we'll stick these backgrounds, these pages down onto the corrugate. And yeah, I will probably sew around the edges with the machine, that sort of thing. So that's just my finishing process. But unfortunately, I can't do that on camera. Okay, so we've got that one, and then we'll do the second one. I think, guys, I can start to see a bit of autumn in the air. The temperatures have come down a lot in the last couple of days here, and it's just beautiful weather. The sky is very blue and the trees are very green, and you've got that little bit of freshness in the morning. So my sister and I have always said that we can always tell when autumn's coming because the blues seem bluer and the greens seem greener. So I don't know if that's just us or other people see that as well. But yeah, I think autumn is on its way. And I'm telling you, I'll be welcoming it with open arms. This has been a really hot summer, this one. Okay, so that's our backgrounds down. And I need that. So what I was thinking, I've got a couple of ideas for each one, but we received also in the mystery box a little packet of botanical stickers, and they just reminded me a lot of like Edith Holden's style. So I just sort of thought maybe we could just place some stickers down also on the background. Oh, that one would work perfectly for my idea. And so we might do that sort of thing. They're transparency, so they work really nicely. And I did do that on the back of this one. If you look at the background, there's one of the stickers there. So we might go ahead and place these ones down first. Oops, they're dropping everywhere. Alright, so I'll just pop them to the side. And like I said, these are a sticker, so sometimes they play the game and sometimes I do find it difficult to separate. But we'll just hold our breath and see where we go. So I'm going to pop that one just straight down in the middle there. And I'm just going to give it a really good burnish just to make sure that sticker is stuck. So that's that one. We'll do this little daisy flower here, or marigold, something like that, if it will separate. Thank you very much. And I'm going to pop that one off to the side, like about there. And then I've got two here. I just like the two with the same sort of, I'm not sure what they are. To me, they look like they come from a rose bush. These ones are some sort of berry, but I like the colours. They match nice together and they go nice with that red stamp. So, help me. Oh, this one's just being a bit difficult. There we go. I'm going to pop that one to that side. And if we can separate this last one, then we're laughing. Excellent. Oops. There we go. That wasn't as hard as I thought. I'm just going to drop that one a bit, overlay it sort of like that. All right, so there's some backgrounds. Now, what I want to do, like I said, I've got some cut aparts, and not cut apart, some die cuts that I've watercolored. I love her. She could look quite pretty right in the middle of that one like that. This little lady is gorgeous, and I've got these watercolor flowers that I thought I could lay and then pop her in between, something like that, and you've got your little bit of background there. And then on this one, I've got this very pretty girl. Just this one could be quite plain. I did sort of want to work with this frame as well, but I'll have to put it upside down. But I don't know that that matters. So that's kind of my ideas for today, maybe. So let's just get on and we'll have a look. See, these are pretty too. Maybe I should have rethought that. No, they don't match. All right, well, they certainly will get used in another project. Okay, so, and do I want that, or do I want, I thought I had my butterfly. I've got butterflies here. I think I need a different colour butterfly wing to match in with that at the back. The yellow could be pretty. That's quite nice. It's better than the blues, I think. I've got a lot of blues left, but yeah, let's go with the yellow. Alrighty, so now all we're going to do is just put it all together. Simple, simple. We don't know with, I think I like her. And I don't know if I want the frame or if I want her just like she is there within a sentiment. But anyway, let's start here with this one. Yeah. All right, so all I'm going to simply do, I'm just going to cut away some of the acetate from this butterfly, just the edges. I just don't want all of this hanging around, but this is personal choice. A lot of it will be hidden, so you don't have to do this if you're working with these. I just like to cut that edge a little closer, and because you won't see it, I don't need the antlers and the body of the butterfly, so it just takes away a little bit of bulk. Just like that. And I'm going to give her a bit of ink, but I'm thinking I wouldn't mind to match that butterfly. Now, where is my water pen? I thought it was in here. Oh, where did that go? Oh, in my hand. I'm going to colour her dress a little bit. This is fossilized amber. It is a distress oxide, so I'm not really sure how it's going to turn out, but we'll give it a try. And I just want to give her dress just a little bit of yellow. It takes a little bit to absorb in, because these paper dolls do have like a glossy finish, but if you just keep working it around, it will eventually penetrate in to the cardboard. I'm not using much water at all. It just takes a bit of patience and a bit of time to get that to penetrate into that chipboard, cardboard, whatever you want to call it. And then it just gives a little bit of colour to that, and I think that will match in quite nicely. Alright, we just might leave that bit to dry. It'll just sort of be a bit blotchy in those areas, which will be pretty because it will bring up the colour. Alright, so we'll just pop that one on there to dry, and then we'll come back to that and see what we've got. So I want to put that there. So we might go and work on this one while that's drying. So with her, I just want to pop a bit of ink around her. Where's my ink? There it is. Bit of ink around my paper doll. And I wanted daisies because she's got some daisies in her hair, and that's pretty. So that sticker turned out perfect. Okay, so just with a little bit of art glitter glue, I'm just going to stick down these watercoloured stems. That's a little bit. I love this fine tip for these stems. Alright, so we're just going to sort of lay that one about there, kind of thing. And then I'm going to lay her next, and because I want to sort of overlay that one sort of like that. Okay, so we'll pop our paper doll down next. Put her about there. Those little daisy flowers are poking out behind her, and then we'll lay that one over the top like that, so the flower's coming down over her shoulder. And again, just a bit of glue. These are very fine when they're cut. I've cut them on some very fine watercolour paper, so they are a bit fragile. Oh. And so we're just going to put that one there and have that coming down over her shoulder a bit like that. I haven't stuck glue everywhere, so then it can sort of lift up a bit in places. All right, that's pretty. Now, I wouldn't mind a sentiment on that. So I've cut some from a Which Craft Do You Do kit. So what have we got? We've got Capturing Smiles, Joyful Hearts, Making Memories, Sweetest moments, delightful surprises. That's nice. I like that. I thought I had one more lot here. No, we might go delightful surprises. I think that's nice. A bit of ink. And then we can kind of, I might just cut that down just a little bit closer to the word. And then I'm just going to kind of put that there like that. And just like that sort of thing. So that's number one done. I think they're pretty. And they're thin enough, they'll just slip into a pocket of your journal. All right, so now what's going on here with this yellow? This yellow doesn't seem to want to spread as much. I had a little practice with another colour the other day and it worked really well, but this one doesn't seem to want to work as well, but that's all right. You'll still see a little bit of yellow there. So I'm just going to grab, I've got nothing, nothing to blot it with. Yeah, I've just emptied my rubbish bin, how's that? But anyway, that's all right. That is a little wet. So I'm just going to put my butterfly down and I'm going to just stick it down in the center and then I'm going to pop her over the top. I do this a fair bit on different pieces of ephemera, but I just love this whole Tim Holtz butterfly thing with the dolls. They're just beautiful. These ones I just got from the $2 shop somewhere. They were just an acetate, I think they're a sticker. But I just, yeah, love to use them with my paper dolls. Now, I'm just going to use my finger. I'm going to wipe some of that off. It's coloured, but it's just very faint. And I don't know if that's showing up well or not, but there is colour now in her skirt. So as that dries more and more, but I think she's beautiful. So I'm going to put a bit of ink around her. That could be the difference between the oxides and the distress ink. Maybe, because the other one I used was a distress ink. So that might be something to sort of consider. If you've got distress ink, that works better. So, but we're just going to pop her down there. Like that. And level, oh, the butterfly's moving. Level her up with the wings. Kind of like that. Oh, a little bit out, isn't it? All right. And then I've also got, now where did that go here? These are another Tim Holtz ephemera piece, and I just think that could be pretty with wings. So we might just snip that off as well, and then cut that down a bit closer to the word. And then we could just put something like that straight over the top of her. Use that glue. And put that there. Just like that. And that's starting to dry a bit. Okay, so that's number 2 done. And then we'll go into the last one. I'm going to keep that because that's got a number on there. And this little lady, she's very sweet. And I don't know if it's enough. I have to put it on that side so we don't cover up the flower. So we'll put her there, and then I do like the frame around her, so I have to bring her in a little bit further. I think that's very antique looking. And what saying will we put? Making captured smiles. That could look really nice. Put that across the bottom of that photo frame, just like there, something like that. I like that. So again, we'll just forgetting to put this on, and then I'll have problems. Alright, so we will just ink up around here. Ink up around this frame. Again, this was another mystery box item. I think this was in February, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure if that's right, but it was a mystery box item. We'll give her a bit of ink. And I'm going to pop her down first. I've just got to kind of work out where she needs to go for that frame. So I think we might take her a little lower. And we'll put her about there. And then this frame can go over the top of her like that. I think that's lovely. Just scatter a bit of glue here and there. I'll pop that over there, about like that. And then capturing smiles can go across that frame. About there. So there you go. That was pretty straightforward. So we've got 3 different styles, all with the Tim Holtz paper dolls. I hope I'm in frame. I hope you can see. Now, as I said, I can sew around. I will sew around all the edges with just the machine stitching. I want to ink all these edges up so that they're nice and grungy looking. So I'll quickly go around with a bit of distress ink. It's also nice. I have, prior, when I cut my shapes, I sanded around the edges of all the corrugated cardboard, which gave it like a bit of a distressy. I didn't do it on this one, so you can grab your sandpaper and just give that a nice sand, and it just gives it it roughs it up and gives it like an older feel. Like so, and then we'll ink that up. Real messy with it. Take it up into the area, back of that, the backing page. These would look pretty with some laces and fabric around them. And I'm pretty happy with that. The other thing I thought, I made a video the other day which was altered playing cards, and I used some wax linen thread to, instead of machine stitching, I punched some holes and then threaded that through, so that could be really a nice idea as well. Do I want to do that today, or do I want to do machine stitching? Oh, I don't know. I think we might just stick to machine stitching. Although I would, yeah, let's try one. let's do one, and I think that we'll do this one here. So all I'm going to do is just go around the outside edge of the journal card with my hole punch, and I'm just punching random holes all the way along. I'm not thinking about it, I'm just punching holes. Just like that. So I've got all those holes. I'll just clean this up and then I'll bring that up closer to the camera to show you. So we've just got all holes punched, and I'm just going to go around again and just ink them a little bit. I'll snip off this stem. And then I've got the wax linen thread. Oh, yeah, but it's a bit thin. But I've also got this waxed cord. Now, I'm going to say it's not really a waxed cord. It's more plasticky than waxed. But still, it's just a Kmart, and I think I like the colour. And it's a little thicker than the wax linen thread, so I think you'll see it better. Oh, sorry if I've moved the camera then. Sorry, guys, sorry. All right, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to go up into one hole and down into the other, and I'm just going to thread around this entire journal card by going up and down, up and down. And it just gives it something a little different. It's a little time consuming, takes a bit of time, but I like the end result. I think it looks pretty. I remember doing things like this when I was in primary school, preschool, kindy, whatever it was. And when we were cleaning up my mum and dad's house, we found a lot of my dad's old school reports and things like this, and he had I didn't know, my dad must have been in the Scouts, and he has a whole heap of kind of like projects and stuff that he did at Scouts, and this was one of them. He's got quite a few pictures where you've been doing this stringing, this threading. So yeah, it's a really nice idea. I'd never thought of it before that, until I'd seen the stuff that Dad had done as a kid, and I thought, oh wow, I really loved it. So I've been doing this a fair bit since then. I'm nearly there on the home straight now. Just keep going up and down, in and out. And then you come to the end. Oh no, that was wrong. Go up there. And then back down through this first hole we started at, and then I'll tie it off at the back. Oh. And then we'll just tie that off at the back. I'll do a double knot. Give that a really good pull. So there you go. That's one alternative to finishing your journal card without machine stitching. They look lovely plain, just as they are. You don't need machine stitching, but because I am me, I will be doing some machine stitching on that. So yeah, there you go, guys. I hope that has been interesting. So we've used products from the March mystery box from Paper Inspiration, some paper dolls from Tim Holtz, some stickers, some sentiments, just all sorts of bits and pieces. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope everyone enjoys your Wednesday. Please stay safe and well, and I will see you all again soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.